Welcome back, everyone, to Piney Plays the Dragonborn. I have been sent here to Von Richten's tower, where we seem to have quite a crowd here. Many potential vampire hunters here, including an old friend of ours, Esmeralda Davenier. Hello there. There you are, again. I suppose Von Richten sent you here? At least you've talked to him recently. The were-ravens have brought me only the briefest of messages, and few enough of those. If he thinks I have time to come find him, I haven't. I've barely had time to rest. What's been keeping you so busy? Good fortune. After an unrelenting, tireless search, I have found records of a weapon known as the Sun Sword. If the accounts are true, it would be a beacon of hope to all of Barovia, a salvation to this arena, an anathema to Strahd. Only, the record states that it is in the Abbey of Saint Markovia, and we can't get in. Alright, I suppose that you have a plan to change this. Yes, if the Abbey won't open its doors until they have their wine, then you'd better go to the Wizards of Wine's vineyard. Look for Davian Markwell there and find out why nothing's been sent. Maybe I should have asked her the question about why they can't get in. Very well, of course, they want their wine. Very well. Oh, we'd have to... I think why can't you get into the Abbey is going to say because they want their wine. Okay, I'll get to the bottom of it. Don't worry. Very well, let's go and find out why they can't get their wine and see if we could get things sorted out at the vineyard. I was about to say that perhaps vintner would be a better term, but it looks like it is also a vineyard, so I think that's well enough. Very well, here's our winery owner. Hello there. This is how it ends? Run out of our own home and business? Huddled in the bushes while crazed druids destroy everything we've built over the years? Every last one of our magic gems stolen. No. No, I won't have it. Stefia is right. If every last member of the Markova family falls protecting the Wizard of Wines, then so be it. Alright, let's see. What are these magic gems you're talking about? The gems gave our wines something extra. That savor of sunlight, that little dash of hope. The magic gems were buried in the vineyard soil long ago, by a wizard, they say. For centuries, their magic made our wine something extraordinary. Now they're gone. Every last one of them. Exactly what happened to those gems? One of them disappeared years ago. You can blame my son, Erwin, for that. He was supposed to be on watch that night, that clod. Where that one went, who knows? But there hasn't been any champagne du stomp since that day. The second gem was stolen 3 weeks ago, taken by Baba Lasaga and her accursed scarecrows, I'm sure of it. And just a few days ago, we lost the last of the gems to these druids. Yes, they've probably already taken it back to Yesterhill. Is there any wine left? I was supposed to get some for the abbot. If it's wine you want, it'll be a long wait indeed. Our winery has just been attacked, invaded by druids from Yesterhill and their twisted creatures. We did our best to resist, but it was hopeless. My family was able to escape. My workers were not so lucky. And Stefania, she ran back in saying she has some plan to deal with their poisons. Maybe you can succeed where we failed, outsider. Will you try to help Stefania? Will you try to save the Wizard of Wines? Very well. I'll go inside the winery and help Stefania. Here we go with the final vintage. Here we are in the Wizard of Wines in the final vintage.
You immediately spot a lone figure crouched near the entrance to the loading dock. This must be Stefania Martikov, Davian's daughter.
Hello? What are you doing here? Leave while you can. It's not safe here. There are druids and their creatures all over the winery. Yes, your father sent me to get you out. I'm not going anywhere while our winery is invaded. I can't let them just destroy something that means so much to my family. To everyone. Our wines are drunk throughout the land, you know. But this may be the last of vintage we ever shipped. I saw one of the druids poisoning our main wine storage vats. It's our last remaining stock. If it's destroyed, then... Wait a moment. I just thought of something. We might be able to purify the wine with an antidote if we can get it in time. Will you do this for me? I'll promise I'll leave with you if you purify the wine. Very well. How can I do this? Find some brown mold. It is nasty stuff, but it will neutralize the toxin. I know some grows in the caves below in the basement. Though the mold will destroy the flavor, we do have a charm of purification. It might restore the flavor. The charm is somewhere in the family quarters upstairs. Sorry, I'm not too sure where. Get a nice hefty amount of brown mold and add it to the vats. Then dip the charm of purification into it. That should purify the wine without ruining the flavor. Right. I'm sure those druids will try to stop me, but I'll see what I can do.
Please, find the ingredients for the antidote and purify the wine, Stefania begs. Our wine is the last drop of hope some people have. The way forward is blocked by giant twisting roots, the work of the druids who invaded the winery.
I presume that means there's no way through it. Yeah, I thought so. Then we'll have to find some other way into here. Here's a door. That could always work, right? And we also have druids. And twig blights. Druids and twig blights. Let's see what we have. And, vine blights. Alright. Okay, vine blights instead of twig blights. That's what I get for recently watching the Sunless Citadel stream, so rebroadcast of those things. Because, yes, in the Sunless Citadel they were finding... No, we do have twig blights. Okay. I wasn't seeing things before. There were blights all over the place then. But in the early parts of that, they had to worry about twig blights. There you go. All these all over the place. How does this work? Well, not particularly effective against the blights, apparently. No, let's see. We need to throw this lever. And... oh, okay. For a moment there I thought, don't tell me I'm going to have trouble with this. But it looks like needle blights? Hey! I resent that. Since I am pine leaf needles, turning needles into blights is a bit of a problem. Shipping manifest. This manifest contains a list of every shipment out of the Wizard of Wines for several years. The records show that almost all the recent shipments have gone to 4 customers: the Blood of the Vine Tavern in Barovia, the Blue Water Inn in Valiki, the Vistani, and the Abbot of the Abbey of St. Markovia. Alright. 4 main customers. Well, if you could call the... if you call the third one, the Vistani, a single customer. Now, let's see. What have we got here? Surely there must be a way around here somewhere, right? I guess not. Next! No, that's the way upstairs, where we've just come from. That's where I have to go later on. Right now, I need a way through here, right? Yeah, this has to be the way through. Then I missed something. Oh, probably. Oh wait, this is a door. I thought it looked like secret doorish. Oh, just a chest. Mercury and phosphorus. Okay. Who needs mercury and phosphorus? Oh, is that a cleric favored soul spell? Alright, fine. Whatever. I'll just sell it. Before I go back to where I came.
The Martikov family makes its home in this part of the winery.
I'll check upstairs. That didn't bring me back to where I was. It brings me up into the family area, which apparently has been taken over. Yeah, those blights don't care too much about cold. Let's get rid of that druid. That druid is annoying. There you go. Where were we? Oh. What's this? The Erwin Martikov's journal. I believe the long history of our winery may have come to its end. The magic gems that give our wine its special properties have gone. One vanished years ago, the witch Baba Lasaga stole another 3 weeks ago, and just last week the druids of Yesterhill stole the third. And now those same druids and their vile blights are massing to attack the winery itself. I can hear the chanting in the forest nearby. We will do our best to stop them. But if we fail, I leave these final words. Remember the Martgovs and our winery, for we try to bring hope to Barovia. Alright. We've got a shrine there. That'll be something useful to find out in the later parts of the adventure. There you go. And see, that's where we came from. Oh, yes. No, that must be the exit to another part? Oh, that's into the vat room. We don't want to go into the vat room. Oh, yeah, this looks like a place that I was intended to come to later. Well, there might be another way to the vat room, or I'll just have to retrace my steps later on. Let's see. Now I need to find that charm up here somewhere. Or amulet, or whatever it is. And then I could worry about that mold. There you go. And I was wondering what good a little bit of fungus was going to do with wine, but then I remembered. Funguses, you need yeast, another fungus, in order to do preparation for the stuff at all. Right? There you go. You're down. At least I'm presuming that there's yeast involved in the making of wine. That shows you how much I know about that stuff. Charm of purification. Right. That is the first of the ingredients found. Now there's one more note to be found. Just in case that's around here, I better look around. That goes down to the vat room also. Oh, hello! Well, hey, I actually threw a spell! What a shock! Nope. Now let's see. Where were we? Oh. Well, maybe I shouldn't go around destroying their vases. And I think that's it. So let me head back downstairs and find that mold. Here we are in the vat room, though we can't do much here until we...
The druid kneels on top of one of the huge vats. Protected by mystic wards, she is completely absorbed by her task, poisoning the wine inside the vat.
Let's see if I can find a way downstairs so that I can get what I need. And behind the door, more druids! Oh, more blights too. Well, what else is new? Anything else here? This is one of those adventures that make me wonder, why didn't I choose fire? Probably because I would be complaining about the other direction if I were doing more things. If I were fighting things that have fire on them, I'm sure I'd be complaining about, why didn't I take cold? Well, let's go down further. What else we need? We need to purify the poison wine, find ingredients for antidotes, which is the brown mold. Oh, well, not the best use of that ever. Maybe I should just drop down one mine. Oh, there's one. Drop down my turret, because that can be useful at times, right? Oh, that's blocked off. Very well, then this way? Right, here we go. Turret. That way we could kill the druid while the turret takes care of the twig blights. Or whatever type of blights they happen to be. Alright, that's one set down. See, that's my fire spell. I just have to remember to use it every once in a while. Oh. Hey, when they do that. Ah. That's the trouble is when they charge you, by the time you get the spell off, they've already passed you. Next. See, there's a switch there, and there's a switch here. That's open now. Good. Now what's on this side? Other than more twig blights. They're all over the place! And oh, here's the third note. Brown mold notes. Please don't store any more wine down in the caves. If any of it exposed to the brown mold that grows there, the wine acquires a most horrid flavor. Though I have noticed a peculiar side effect, the brown mold seems to neutralize any other toxins present in the wine. Right? Yeah. Well, that's sort of strange. We'll have to see whether or not it really helps all that much. And there you go. Oh, I presume then that opens a door to some other place. Oh, apparently so. Yeah. Okay. The druid is always the worst in the lot anyway. Ah. Oh. Oh, another vine blight. Good. You're done. You're done. You're done is... Oh, the cave. Finally into the cave where we can find some of this brown mold.
A cave leads down into the dark and the damp.
Into the dark and the damp. What? I figure leave that to do it. I'm not too sure whether this is one of those things that splits. So we'll let the fire take care of it if possible. I maybe could try to, oopsie daisy, take one little test on the matter. Brown mold. Ingredient found. I don't know if I have to go down there or not, but I suspect there are other ways down there if necessary. Maybe even safer ones. Safer ones. Nothing's safe in the dungeon. Okay, does this thing split? Ah, yeah, it does! Hey, you two go against that. Make quick work of it once the thing is down. Let's see. Here is number 2. Oh, hello. Yeah, that's still. Well, forget it. Ooh, by looking at the cloak like that reminded me to see about the coupon code for the anniversary cloak. Now, let's see, nothing down this way. Yes, it is now the 13th anniversary of Dungeons & Dragons Online, which is a good number of years. Well, some people say it's a bad number of years because they don't like the number 13, but that's an entirely different matter. But 13 years? Since the game was first launched. Can't remember when I started playing relative to it. I know that in the early days I had a lot of trouble getting the client to run properly on my system. So I did not start playing the game immediately.
You found all the ingredients needed to purify the wine. Now to add the antidote to the large wine vats on the main floor of the winery.
Alright. That means I'll just rest up a little bit and then we'll be upstairs. Here we are back in the vat room where hopefully we could take care of this druid.
The druid prepares to attack.
Why do you insist on dying?
She asks.
Without their little magic gems, this winery is doomed anyway. Very well. I'll slit your throat, then add your blood to my poison.
Plant-like forms run forward to protect the druid.
A bit late!
Lights rush to the defense of the poisoner. With the druid poisoner taken care of, you rush to add the antidote to the wine vats. The choking stench of the poison clears and is replaced with a sweet smell of fermenting grapes. Thanks to you, the Wizard of Wines will produce one more vintage.
Good to hear. Ah. Done, I guess. What's in the chest? I hope that fire doesn't do anything to the wine. Alright. Let's head back to the tower. Or actually, I guess first we have to speak with our friend out there? No, I guess you'll come with us. I hope this helps you to get back into operation. So, Stefania is safe? The druids are taken care of? You've done well indeed. Pity about the wine, though. Oh, it's no longer poisoned, but the last vintage is missing the magic spark it had when we still had the gems. I have a few bottles of the older vintages left, mind you, and maybe someday the other keepers of the feather will convince me to give you some. But those bottles are rare and precious now, and I'm not convinced yet. Still, it would be rude to send you away empty-handed. You can have this. Doesn't compare to a fine vintage, but We might find it handy. Right. Let's see. Chilled repeat. I think the last thing I need is a chilled weapon, considering how heavily I am into cold as it is. So we'll take that and head back to the episode where we'll conclude this episode of Bunny Plays the Dragonborn.